Yo, YouTube, you could be anywhere in this world, but you're right here with me, so thank you for joining me. Dave's having some technical difficulties, something wrong with his internet, so I thought I'll hop on and give you guys some ideas that I have for the week because we want to make sure we want to stay consistent and give you guys some content. Last time we did a video, it was on the CAD yen, and just like we went through, we were expecting a pushback into a level of demand so the CAD can continue, going up against the yen. Last time we did a video, I think it was somewhere around here. And this is just a beautiful play um, because you guys got to keep in mind that the market is just a sheer conscience. Like I'm not seeing a level that someone across on the other side of the world is not seeing, right? So that's why it's very, you have to be very clear on what lines you go ahead and choose to see because um the more precise you are, the more accurate your ideas will be. And then this is what I mean. So where we left off is we had an impulsive move. This was last Sunday's open. um and you can clearly see that this level right here, you had some short sellers enter the market, right? And what they were doing is they were trying to play this little range here, right? And what happens is that it comes back, eats their stop loss, right? Because if you are this short seller here and you are shorting the market, the only logical place to put your stop loss would be right on top or in the next available structure. So, some people might have put it over here, right? And when they go short, they automatically get a pushback and their orders get eaten. And what happens is that for those traders who are over leveraged, and you got to keep in mind, there's a lot of traders that trade without a stop loss, a lot of traders who are over leveraged. And what happens is that price gets pushed back down, and these short sellers are given the chance to either break even or exit break even or continue with their short, right? And what happens is that you have an accumulation of traders making the same decision, so of breaking even or exiting their position, in which if they're selling, right, and they exit their position, you have to initially buy. So that's how you get that buy pressure here. Not only that, for those who didn't exit or are still in the play, once they saw this, they're put in, they have to endure so much pain, right? And what happens is that they're given the chance once again to exit, and you get the idea end up working out for them. But for those traders who are still in this play, they had to endure a lot of pain in order for that short to work out. And I mean, now it's going their way, but I can guarantee you that some short sellers who entered here either got stopped out or they broke even around here. So I am waiting for the CAD yen to have a break down here. There is clearly demand down here. We call this smart money. So we are looking to long the CAD yen, but not at this price here. Depending on how the price continues after market open, if it comes back here, I might look for a short because I know clearly there's a demand down here. So that's the CAD yen, guys. It's working out nice so far. We're just kind of waiting, but yeah, this is a beautiful setup in regards of if you took a short around here, because if you would have shorted here after these traders were given the chance to break even, you would have had a nice risk to reward of about 1 to 3.63. Now, I'm not in the CAD yen, guys. That's why last week I didn't post my results. Only Dave did. But I am in the CAD franc, which is moving very, very similar to it. And you get the same thing, guys, where you have a clear level. You get short sellers enter the market trying to go short, and they put their stop loss right on top. They get stopped out, given the chance to exit. Some do, some don't, and you just clearly have a range being built and continuous traps being set up. Now, I do want to exit this as soon as I can, right? I'm short at the moment because I can clearly see an accumulation of stop losses up here, which I know there's money sitting up here. And remember, the market is just liquidity following liquidity. And I'm just waiting to exit somewhere around the 68 level. I'm sorry. So hopefully I can make some money starting the week. I am already up. I entered somewhere around this pullback right here. This was on Friday's good news on the CAD. Um, the only other idea, guys, that I have right now is the Aussie yen. If you guys saw, it was I also did a video by myself on the Aussie yen. I was looking to short around the 76 level. And let me go on the bigger time frames here. And I think when I was drawing it out, we were somewhere around this area, and I was looking to short around the 76 level. And I had put here someone is selling at the best price possible, and the best price possible was actually way up here. So it did clear these highs, which is even better news for me because I know that buy orders are being collected, right? If you're shorting, then your stop loss is a buy order, right? A willing buyer. So someone's transacting where there's willing buyers, so someone's getting rid of the Aussie at the best price possible. And this is why I'm looking to trade the Aussie yen because you have traders once again being put in exact same position where they're trading off this line right here, right? You got short sellers entering the market, putting a stop loss right on top, another stop loss up here, and possibly up here, right? They get taken out. For those who are still in the play, they were given the chance to either break even or continue, and they were put in a position where for those who didn't exit, they're enduring a lot of pain right now. Like it's coming back to their initial this initial buying pressure here, and they're in like this. I'm sure they're all over the place right now with their emotions because for those who didn't exit, they're down a bit right now, and for those who got stopped out, they're not even in the play anymore. So I'm looking to short this because if you kind of zoom in on the smaller time frames, you get the same scenario where you have short sellers right here. Um, and what's going on is that the moment that they're selling, same thing, they're putting their stop loss right on top. You have a nice little supply right here. Comes up, eats their order. And once again, clearly there's buy orders being collected. If you go on the even bigger time frames, guys, 4-hour, 12-hour, there's an accumulation of just trailing stop losses. If you go on the even bigger time frames, the daily, you can clearly see, guys, that there's an accumulation of stop losses for those who are going long. You see that? Now I'm trying to exit this position. If I go short, most likely you have initial two take profit. So you could do one at midpoint. Let me zoom in so you guys can see where at. This might be a good entry right off the bat on Sunday open, depending on what kind of price action we get on this line here. Um, but it's already looking very good. So here are your two take profits. So if you were to short maybe around the 76 level, put your stop loss up there, right under that structure. You could run one at midpoint. Gives you a 1 or 2. And then if you run another short or another position, I mean, to this bottom range, you're getting a nice 1, 2, 3.33. So the risk reward is there, guys. The idea makes sense. Clearly, there is buy orders being collected, so someone's selling at the best price possible, and you can possibly hold even further. Clearly, for those trap traders that are here, you may have accumulation of stop losses right here as well. So it could go even lower than this right here. But I'm a day trader, guys. So I'm here to extract money from the market and get out because you're the safest when you're not in the market at all. And you're not participating. You're not risking any capital. So those are my ideas so far. The only other idea I have is the Euro Aussie. And the reason why I'm looking to short this one as well is clearly, guys, there is sell orders being collected. So if you go up to the bigger bigger time frames, um, you can clearly see manipulations on the bigger time frames of just sell orders being collected. So for those who are buying, if you put a stop loss, your order is a sell order, a willing seller. And if someone is trying to buy the euro against the Aussie, they're trying to buy it at the best price possible. So if they're gonna push price wherever there's willing sellers, and that's clearly what's happening. You have a what looks like some type of double bottom here, right? Comes down, eats their order. Same thing here. Once again, comes down, eats their order, right? So I'm looking to buy the euro against the Aussie at the best price possible. So if you go to where price is at currently, get some things out of here. You have a break of structure, guys, right? You have an impulsive move, and then you have a range being built. And all range is, guys, it's just misdirection for any participants that are taking low probabilistic trades between this range, right? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to buy the euro, but we're not going to buy it during this range right here. And the reason why is that, I mean, I'm trying to buy it at the best price possible. So if I know there's demand down here, then there's no point of participating in this range here because you're just, those traders are just taking low probabilistic trades, probably trading in between this range, buying here, selling here, buying here, selling here. And what's happening is that currently right now, there's a nice little trap being set up. Now, for those who entered here, went long, you can say that some might have took profit because it kind of depends where you have your resistance line set up, right? So if they had it set up there, they probably took profit. For those who aren't, they're still in the trade, right? And the most logical spot that these traders put their stop losses is right under, and then at these other structures, right, tucked in under these structures right here and right here, right? So there is money down here, right? And if you're trying to buy the euro against the Aussie, you're trying to do it at the best price possible. And clearly, there's willing sellers on here, right? For those who went long, their stop loss are willing sellers. You have a nice little trap here, guys. So this is probably the first trade I'm going to take for the week, depending on how it opens on Sunday. If I get a bigger pushback, a pullback up here, then it's an even better entry for me. But I don't think that we'll get it much further. But if you were to enter this now, put your stop loss right on top, you'll have a nice little. I wouldn't even run my stop loss to this range because that's the trap, right? Like if I put my stop loss here, then they were able to take profit, right? And if this is a trap, the way I'm seeing it, then it shouldn't even get close to it. So I'll put my stop loss there, depending on. For me, guys, I like to have aggressive risk to rewards, and luckily our way of method, because we're entering during manipulate like during the manipulation phase, then we get these aggressive risk to rewards, and the better the risk to reward, the better for me, right? The tighter the stop loss, the less capital I end up risking. So if you were to enter this right now, guys, you're looking at a 122.38, and I like the I like to take profit just because clearly, guys, there's a demand down here. Um, but yeah, those are my ideas for the week, guys. Unfortunately, Dave wasn't here to join me, so we can go over the CAD yen together. But so far, guys, everything is moving kind of slow. We are on a new monthly candle. It's last week was very, very slow. I don't know what pairs you guys traded. I'm staying away from the USD. And I'm just trading at the moment these three pairs here. That's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, any feedback, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown of some ideas that I have for this upcoming week. Other than that, if you guys are making some money with us, please show some love on the comments. Let us know. And hope you catch you guys on the next one. You guys have a good one. Trade safe, trade smart, but most of all, have some fun with this shit. Have a good one.